Welcome, everybody. It is Crypto Moose, and it's time to get loose. Mitchell Bouchard, your crypto and NFT investor. What we're going to do on this episode is give you guys what you want. We are going to get into 10 cryptocurrencies that I like. So keep in mind, nothing on this episode should be taken as financial advice. Invest at your own risk. These are simply some of the best cryptos that I believe in going into the remaining of the bull run. So we are May 25th, 2025, and I'm very excited about these cryptos. And for those of you that don't know me, I am Crypto Moose, Mitchell Bouchard, your crypto and NFT investor. And quite simply, I've taken hundreds of dollars and turned it into tens of thousands of dollars in this space. So if you've been following me on this journey, we've had some big wins and some losses. So it's been very exciting. But ultimately, I am a long-term investor. So I believe that with technology, as it continues, blockchain technology is going to find its spot and cement itself in there. So right now we are experiencing Bitcoin hitting new all-time highs, and we're going to see more interoperability. We'll talk about that with some of our picks. So let's dive right into it. And we have to start with number one. Number one is going to be Bitcoin, okay? So Bitcoin is the digital gold. It is the largest decentralized cryptocurrency network. It has the network effect, right? So many different users. Perhaps your grandma even knows what Bitcoin is now. They probably don't know how to use it, but they do somewhat respect it now, right? So Bitcoin, it's been a long time coming, but when Satoshi or whoever created Bitcoin, they created something special, something that anybody can participate in. And ultimately, there's a fixed supply, only 21 million. This is true today. And in fact, Bitcoin has really solidified itself as the digital gold. It is the king of crypto, if you will. So institutional adoption is coming. It's just got everything. So in terms of your portfolio, this is something that's maybe going to move slower. But if you are going to be in crypto, you should be taking a look at Bitcoin because it accounts for a significant portion of the crypto market cap. In fact, Bitcoin is at 63, almost 64%. So it's up there. Okay. So Bitcoin, it's doing very well. It should be in all of your portfolios. For me, it's roughly 30%, something around there. So guys, nothing on this episode is financial advice. Again, invest at your own risk, but I see a lot of potential upside for Bitcoin. I am long-term. Okay. So that's going to be number one, the digital gold, Bitcoin. Number two, we have to go with the smart contract king, if you will. That is going to be Ethereum. So Ethereum right now up 5% on the week. After we see a lot of liquidity that goes into Bitcoin, we will see that funnel into Ethereum. And then that's the beginning of alt season. So alt season is when liquidity flows from Bitcoin into the alternative assets. Ethereum is no slouch. When you get into DeFi, decentralized finance, where you can do things like yield farming and you have different projects being built, whether it be gaming, AI, you look at Ethereum because it is that all-purpose smart contract blockchain. It is a beast, and they did a very good job. I have to give them credit for going POW, proof of work, to proof of stake. So you can now stake it. It's more energy efficient. And all in all, I mean, it's still the smart contract king. It's not the fastest. It's not the best. But there are layer 2 solutions, which we'll talk about in a minute. So you have to go with those two as my top two. Perhaps they are a little bit boring, but if you're just buying meme coins, you are exposing yourself to a lot of risk. Or projects that you're just speculating too much on. It's not going to be a good thing. If you guys do want some fun projects, guys, hit up the link tree. Here I've got two projects. One you can mine on your phone. I've been doing it. My phone's charging there. One's called DNet. It's a DPIN storage solution. There's an app. Really cool. And then there's also BDAG. So that's a new one. And to get in early on a new layer 1, these are more of your high risk stuff. They're not going to be part of our plays, but if you guys want, check it out in there. Okay. So Bitcoin, Ethereum, the next one. In my opinion, this has got to be the most undervalued crypto still, and I think it's going to do well. We have to go with ADA, Cardano. So Cardano, guys, I really do like a lot. This is my largest position, mainly because I think it's undervalued. We do have the midnight airdrop that is coming. And for those of you that hold things like XRP, Solana, Cardano, which will receive the most, Ethereum, BAT, so Brave, you guys are going to receive a midnight airdrop. It's their privacy chain. It's a new layer 1. Cardano is just a partner chain. But there's things like that. Last cycle, it reached what, $3 almost, or $3, let's call it. And there were no smart contracts. It wasn't like it is today. It didn't have the DeFi that we have today. So a lot of exciting things are happening with Cardano. And right now, this is my biggest bag because I feel like there's a lot of potential upside, but very little downside because people are just simply adopting this. So you will potentially see an ETF for Cardano. And if that happens, it's just going to do really well. So the next one, number 4, we have to go with Solana. Okay. Right now, I own 0 Solana. I am not a big believer in the project long term, but short term this cycle, memes are still fun. Memes, you're already seeing it, and I've done videos on this. If you guys do go to the channel, so what I'll do here is refresh. But if you guys go to the channel, I've done tons of videos talking about, $1,000 portfolio. One of them is a meme, GigaChad. I think it's going to perform well. But ultimately, that's because Solana, that is the underlining token. So if you want to get into Solana memes, you got to pick up some SOL, right? Some Solana tokens. So similar to Ethereum gas fees, it's going to take some Solana to sign those transactions. You're going to need SOL to swap in and out. So to have that as its currency is really powerful. So Solana has a lot of potential, in terms of market cap and price. It's doing fairly well. Even from the lows of $20, that was insane. So 190, if you bought back in at 20, you're on it. But right now, that 120 mark, that was a really good entry to get back into it. I think Solana is going to reach all-time highs, maybe hit that $600-700 mark, assuming that Bitcoin goes past $250,000. So that's highly speculative, but Solana, it's going to be a nice layer 1 that you can take a look at. Okay. So the next one is going to be AVAX. So this could be your enterprise gaming kind of layer 1 that hasn't had too much of an impact as of lately compared to others like Ethereum. It's kind of just steadily rocking. So for me, I just kind of shied away from it because it was a little bit confusing. And I'm more of definitely an intermediate when it comes to crypto. But the P chain and C chain with the wallets, it's just confusing, right? So simplicity really is the ultimate sophistication, right? So Leonardo da Vinci, but it's true. We have to get crypto to a point where it's simple. And I think AVAX could fix a lot of those issues. And I think that as a layer 1, it's very fast. I remember how fast the chain was. And because it's not talked about a lot, I think the price where it is now, it's a good potential opportunity. So I have to have it on the list. It's number 5. I'm not invested into it right now, but I do like it. If you told me I have a bunch of AVAX, I think you would do well, assuming we continue and we push through a bull run. Okay. So number 6, you guys are going to like this one. This is a low cap. Okay. It's a project I've been into for quite a while that hits on the gaming. Okay. So there's AI tokens and there are also gaming tokens. This one is Cornucopias, built using Unreal Engine 5. I really like the team and the price is severely depressed. So I did get out at 6 cents. I still have a small bag. I would like to add more here. So I'm even going to take some more notes. to add to my COPI bag. This is one of those projects that is also not, it's not just on Cardano, it's not just on Ethereum, it's multi-chain, BNB, Base, Ethereum, Cardano. This is a metaverse game, okay? So perhaps we're simply early on metaverse games, but this game looks fantastic. In terms of market cap, this token is really cheap, okay? It's been at a penny for a while. It's had some spikes. Man, the moose should have got loose, should have sold at 12 cents. You don't know. I'm long. But man, you can pick up a node. The game just looks awesome. And I just really like the team. I like the team. I like everything regarding COPI. And I think it has a lot of potential. So I'm looking forward to this. And I am excited. Okay, so one more we're going to talk about here. Number 7. And then we'll continue on. We have to talk about SUI. So we talked about Solana, Ethereum, Cardano as your layer ones. SUI is one that could be, the winner, if you will, for 2025. We've already seen a lot of that. On the year, up 240% almost. Okay? So SUI, next gen, if you guys think about, DeFi and just transaction speeds, SUI's kind of got that edge, right? It's something new, and people love something new in the space. So, something that's not Ethereum, something that's not Cardano, something that's not Bitcoin. People want to get in on something that they could potentially make 10x, 50. I mean, 50x is like the minimum now, which is, it's absolutely egregious. Just guys, do your own research, check out these projects. So I even took a note, next gen layer 1 built for speed and scalability. So they are thinking big, which I do like. So there's a lot of potential upside for a project like SUI, and it is new, okay? So next one I want to get into is Nuvola. So here I have to go to CoinGecko, I believe. So Nuvola, a DPIN aggregator. What I like about this project, okay, so if you are a Cardano holder, you may have already heard about it. I've done videos on Nuvola. So actually, if you want, you guys can go to the channel, type in NVL or Nuvola. I did an interview with Raul. He is the CEO. And I've also done some tutorials on this project. But ultimately, you guys have heard about DPIN, so decentralized physical infrastructure. Basically, what you can do is buy NVL tokens, stake it, and you earn rewards based on their performance. So NVL, what they'll do is run nodes. They will help facilitate and relieve some of the stress of crypto projects. And they have the know-how, right? So they have their engineers, they have their software guys. They can run nodes efficiently. And instead of you doing that, you can just buy and stake their token and get a little bit of a yield. So it's kind of a win-win, right? You're not going to run a node, most likely, as efficiently as those guys. So I do like the idea. I still think about it. It's not correct, but I do think about them as like a REIT, a real estate investment trust. Let's say you want to get exposure to investing into real estate, but you don't want to do the property management. You don't want to deal with tenants. That's fine. Just buy a REIT, buy the stock. And then the company's going to manage properties for you and you earn a dividend, a yield. Kind of similar in terms of investing. So I like it. If you want to get, rewards and get exposure to, nodes running, that's one way you can go about it. So if we go here, we're going to write NVL. So it's Nuvola Digital. I do like them. And again, another low market cap project. So how are they doing on the year? Okay, so they were $1.50. So they are down a little bit from when I was really looking at them last. So we'll let this refresh a bit. But ultimately, I really do like the team. Nuvola, they're very transparent in what they're doing. And I think they have a lot of potential upside. So 30 days, they're down. Their token supply, I believe, is 21 million, just like Bitcoin. So I do like that aspect. And again, if you want to pick up a token that is low in market cap, Like, guys, it's super low in market cap. What is it there? Fully diluted with 17 mil, 14, 15 mil market cap. This thing could get into the billions. It's very possible, okay? So I like that. On the link tree as well, I do have links to Nuvola. I should. Yeah. Right here. So Nuvola, NVL staking, I have a link there for you. So if you guys want to pick up a hardware wallet, Trezor, Ledger, whatever it may be, you guys can do that. Okay. So that is number 8. Comment down below. What are your top 10 cryptos for this bull run? What are the best cryptos in your opinion? The next one is Arbitrum. So atop Ethereum, layer 2. Guys, when you talk about Ethereum, so let me type this first. Arbitrum. Let's find it. When you talk about Ethereum, one of the main issues for the longest time is that they are not like Cardano in the sense that they are very scalable. Okay. So in terms of transaction speeds, to really facilitate and fix a lot of issues, they need layer 2. So Arbitrum, they're layer 2 that comes in there and they leverage the security of the layer 1, which is Ethereum, and they just make it better. They make it faster. So something like this could perform and do very well. So when you get into things like DeFi, it's just got a lot of potential. So what else do I have here for nodes? So top Ethereum layer 2, huge TVL, gateway to fast and low ETH cost scaling. So absolutely. Really the way I look at Arbitrum is that it is kind of like the Hex solution where it really fixes those issues, but I think Arbitrum is just the first one that was really there, right? They had the big token airdrop and just something that's undervalued. Look at it. I mean, you want to buy in the red, sell in the green, right? Like buy when people are fearful. If Ethereum does well, I believe Arbitrum is going to do well, right? I think it will. Now, will it be a thing where Ethereum fixes all of their issues and they don't need layer 2s? I don't know. That's up to you to decide. Okay, but I'm just bringing up these ideas. And as you can tell in this video, I'm not talking about sketchy meme coins. I'm not getting into, your 1000x, what's that one token? Like Fart Coin? It's doing unbelievably well. We're not talking about that. We're talking about projects with real world use cases for blockchain. So I like these a lot. That's number 9. I think it could do well. I think it's got a lot of potential. If you're looking for the massive gainers, Cornucopias and NVL, those could be fantastic options. Okay. So finally, we have to get into Render. Render has a lot of potential. And the main reason for Render's potential is that, CPU rendering, AI, gaming, VFX. Guys, I do video production work. This is massive. I don't know how deep and how far it goes into partnerships with things like NVIDIA, but data is the new oil in processing and power. When you have AI performing well, something like Render is going to be massive. So let's take a look at the 1 year as well. Okay. Yeah, there you go. So, the main thing, guys, decentralized computing is just massive. Having to be able or being able to alleviate stress is just huge. But really, guys, AI, if you believe in that as a narrative, I think Render is going to have to perform well with that. And look at the price. On the year, it's down 50%. All time, it's doing quite well. But on the year, this is a major opportunity. If Render really pops like never before, you could see it get into the $15, $20, $25 mark. This cycle, I wouldn't be amazed to see that. So, guys, those are my top 10. These are the ones that I like. Time is ticking. January, February, March, April, May. We're in the 5th month. We're almost done. We're almost halfway through 2025. You have to be positioned right now. I don't care what you own. I just did a video, by the way, as well. I revealed my top crypto holdings. I revealed exactly what and how much I'm holding of tokens. So go to videos. How to invest in crypto. I did a video. I reveal at the end of this video, I show you a screenshot of my holdings percentage-wise. So that's just to give you an idea. You don't have to buy those tokens. I don't care what you do, but I want to give you guys the opportunity, for beginners especially. Guys, these projects are real projects. If you want to get exposure to crypto, you buy these 10 tokens. You have good exposure, high potential upside, and in my opinion, very low downside, assuming that we continue bullish. I don't know what's going to happen, right? We don't know what's going to happen for sure. We don't know what the price of Bitcoin is going to be a week from now, tomorrow, or even a month. But I believe this year we will see Bitcoin go to the moon. We really will. So guys, again, check out the link tree. Use this as a resource. These are fun projects, so check those out. If you want to buy crypto, use my links. Pick up a Trezor, Ledger, Tangem. I just did a review. A video is coming out Tuesday on the BitKey. So I love this. Guys, get a BitKey. Protect your crypto. I tell people all the time. Get a cold storage wallet. The best one, if you guys do go to the link tree, right now, I love my Tangem. It adds another layer of protection. Not your seed, not your cheese, guys. So you really do have to research. And guys, I have tons of videos showing you step by step how to set up these wallets, why you need them. I have videos showing you how to identify which wallet's best for you. So go here, type in best cold wallet, best hardware wallet, whatever you guys want. I've got videos on all this. Best crypto wallets 2025 edition. 33,000 views on that one. I think that these ones are even better. There's some lower ones where I'm like, damn, yeah, best wallet under $100, whatever. You guys know what to do. So with that being said, the moose is loose. I've given you everything I have. Comment down below. Give me your thoughts and opinions. And yeah, cheers, everybody.